The Magpies, led out by their veteran skipper in Steve Georgalis. And there's been a couple of key changes to the Magpies starting lineup. Ken McGuinness comes off the bench and he moves to fullback. The centres are still McGuinness and Brooker. The halves combination there of Leo Denevor, Adam Donovan, and the bench. Brabeck, Yates, Bonner, and Luke Goodwin comes onto the bench in jumper number 18 for the Magpies. Coached, of course, by Tommy Rudonikas. Harvey Howard must perform up front today, Mario.
Well, he does. He's a very good hard yards man. There he is there, Harvey. His job is to get those yards and play the ball quickly. And if they can control the ball, the Magpies, they might be in with a chance of at least being very competitive. And
likes to offload, possesses a very good pass. He's a former Sydney City Rooster himself. Had one season with the Roosters before going back to England. Started his career as a winger, now he's a prop forward.
Yeah, very, very mobile. That's one of the qualities that makes him such a good front row. There's the Roosters side there, and isn't it chock full of talent? Walker at fullback, Elgood, Singh, who I believe is an Origin certainty, Barnett, Miles, Fittler, the captain, and Lamb at halfback, and they've got a very good, strong forward pack as well.
The key to the Roosters' success, they've been able to keep that combination together for most of the year so far. 11 weeks into the season, coached under Phil Gould, and now they are looking the goods.
And looking at any side that's worth its weight in gold, you've got to look at the interchange bench. Have a look at the bench there, very, very strong. Bailey is one reserve, then Regon, who can fill any number of positions. Wood you'll see come in and play out of dummy half position, and Dallas Hood is a very, very good player as well.
This is my bolter for the Queensland Origin side. Scott Logan joined the Roosters 4 years ago. He's a former Brisbane East player, and I think Queensland selectors will be having a very close look at Scotty Logan today. The referee, the man in charge, Paul Simpkins. And he's about to blow time on. We're underway at the Sydney Football Stadium, courtesy of Andrew Walker Denevor with the first touch. Skandalis brings it forward. Jared Mills, 25 away from his own line. Critical for the Magpies to make a good start to this. Their record on the road is very shabby. From their last 20 away matches, they've won just one. It must be better than that. Georgalis gets up, struggles his way to the halfway line. Harvey Howard, his first touch of the day, makes a good 10 metres. Final tackle. Second tackle, no call there. Denevor finds a little bit of open space. In fact, Jack Elsgood is positioned beautifully for it. Joining us on the sideline today in the sunshine is Phil Blake.
Thanks very much, TK. What a magnificent autumn day it is here in Sydney. We've got a slight breeze from right to left as you look at it. Eastern, so it's very interesting to see that Phil Gould hasn't rested any players. With a long season ahead and rep players or rep positions up for stake for a lot of his players, you would have thought that he may have tempted in resting one or two. It hasn't done that today. He's going out for the 2 points and he wants to finish off in fashion this afternoon. West, lot of pride.
Hold the phone because they are away. Jared Mills. Mills has great speed. He heads for the corner. Will he get there? Singh gets him. Reaches out. Try-saving tackle by Singh. What a great effort. And they lose the ball. Singh has done it again. Twice in 2 tackles. He has saved a certain try.
You can see the lines are nodding no.
Play on is the call. Simpkins calls it back.
Sorry. Comes in for a scrum.
And there's a lot of confusion at the moment.
Well, what about the speed of Matt Singh? He seemed home, Mills, and Singh just kept coming at him and kept coming at him and picked him up just short of the line.
Unbelievable chase.
Well, a great start from the Magpies. A bit of luck. The Roosters looked like they were set to score and the ball went astray. Now the Roosters get the football back.
Oh, an early let-off. That's one reason, Phil Blake, they don't rest players, I guess.
Yeah, exactly right. How many times have we seen Matt Singh do that this season and last season? When you take into consideration he saved so many tries for this Sydney City side. But just getting back to the opener there, Terry, all I was going to say that the Magpies playing for plenty of pride, averaging 36 points per game defensively, which is not good enough. Tommy Rudonikas would like to see that part of their game improve this afternoon.
Yeah, must improve. It's been a bright start. Lamb Barnhill is another player on the edge of State of Origin selection. Final tackle for the Roosters. Fittler drops it onto the right boot. Justin Brooker has dropped back to the fullback position. He's a former Sydney City Rooster himself. Left the Roosters at the end of last season to join Western Suburbs.
I know they've had a lean year to date, the Western Suburbs side, but they've always been in their games for the first 60 minutes or so. Unfortunately, rugby league's a game played over 80 minutes, so Western Suburbs, it's the tail end of their games where they've been getting in trouble.
McGuinness can often find a gap amongst the big forwards. The Magpies only defeated the Roosters once in 7 games at the Sydney Football Stadium. Deneville drops it onto the right boot. McGuinness is chasing through. Elgood stood his ground, got great cover from Matt Singh. And now Elgood with a great kick return, picks up 25 metres. And the chase not good enough from the Magpies. Fittler very keen to spread it wide early, the Roosters. Fittler away from 2, away from 3. Now he picks up Singh. Jared Mills came off the left flank to make the tackle. Ricketson, another playing for a Blue Origin jumper. Hoping to impress the selectors just 24 hours before they named the side. And last year this was ugly, 62-4. Corresponding result. Lamb with the kick over the back of Brooker. Brooker goes back quickly. Big chase by Barnett. Barnett got him.
Yeah, good chase there. Obviously set play by the Roosters. Adrian Lamb, a nice weighted kick too it was, right into the in-goal area. Then it became a foot race. A set play. And I'll tell you what, Richie Barnett can motor. He does well though, Brooker, manages to tidy up a dangerous situation. Now we see the Magpies with a line dropout, so it's a bit of pressure on the Magpies early in this game. It's really important in this first set of 6 in defence for the Magpies that they really make this set count.
Crunch time early on in this game for the Magpies. Deneville, former Newcastle Knight, was one of the prize signings for the Magpies before the start of last season. Pongia, the prize signing over the off-season for the Roosters.
This is where you got to keep an eye on the Roosters. Phil Gould is a master coach, and this is where you'll see they pull out a nice set play.
Logan, slow play the ball. Benetti takes them back to the short side. Lamb, the change of direction. The set play on the way. Fittler, the offload for Ricketson. Lamb again. Razzle dazzle already. Barnett for the try line. Pulled down just 2 metres out. They are scrambling, the Magpies. Lamb. Fletcher. Over the top goes Scandalis. Walker up in the line. Fittler. Was he passing off the ground? No. Elgood for the corner. Slack defence on the right-hand side. And Jack Elgood gets the opening try for the Roosters.
What makes the Roosters such a dangerous side, Terry, is the fact that they've got so many skillful players within their side. They can all offload the football. We saw a great offload by Brad Fittler. Good play here. Watch that offload. Bang around the corner. Touch and go whether he was tackled or not. There's Elgood there with a bit of a passage to the line and a simple try to open up the scoring today. But the offload by Fittler was the key. Here it is here. Bang around the corner. Just flicks it up. There could be an argument whether he was tackled or not there, but Elgood with a nice clear under the line has no problem getting the ball over into the corner.
Yeah, Phil Blake, as I understand it, I think that was a fair pass. No part of his arm or the ball carrying. The arm carrying the ball, I should say, touched the ground. He kept it afloat.
Yeah, no, certainly great skills there by Fittler. Walker wrapping around there. Just a simple pass to Elgood, a little bit of strength there, and good presence of mind to put the ball down first before taking the corner post.
Elgood.
So now it becomes a situation for the Roosters that they really need to make sure they can maintain their composure. They're such a well-coached side, they will, because Phil Gould's drummed a lot into them. But yeah, most sides could say, well, oh well, we've scored now, it's going to be an easy afternoon. But you'll find the Roosters will stick to their game plan.
was impressed upon them against the Broncos after they slackened off. And Phil Gould was less impressed after the victory.
I was talking to Phil Gould about Walker's form with the boot, and Phil Gould informed me that he does a lot of practice on this part of the game.
Ivan Cleary, the regular goal kicker for the Sydney City Roosters, still sidelined after that dislocated hip. Walker, he's struck this one nicely, but it's just wide. And the scoreline here at the stadium, 4-0, the Roosters in front.
And this try, guys, was back on a repeat set that they got from the kick there from general play, where young Barnett went through and held Brooker in the in-goal there. Then it was a matter of maintaining the pressure through great hands from Fittler. Good offload to Walker. Elgood in the corner. Great way to start for Sydney City.
Only moments ago, it was Jared Mills pulled down just centimetres short of the line. 2 minutes after that, it was Jared Mills missing that tackle on Elgood.
The referee having problem with his communication device. I think they've got that sorted out, and we'll see Denver kick off.
Denver. He did a lot of the restarts against the Melbourne Storm. The Magpies giving up 50 unanswered points in the second half last week in Perth against Melbourne. Ricketson. Pongia off the left boot. And the former Warriors captain plays it quickly, wasn't to his feet, should be a penalty, and it was. You must get to your feet first before putting the ball down.
Yeah, that's poor play by Quinton Pongia. He's a very experienced player, and he's giving Western Suburbs. Here's a replay here. He's obviously, the Western Suburbs players are doing their best to hold him down, but at no stage did he get to his feet. The rules clearly state you've got to get to your feet and play the football. So Western Suburbs now with a nice attacking set of 6. They're about 20 metres out from the Roosters line.
What can they put on the Magpies? Mesha, Deneville, Harvey Howard. Backed up by Logan and Barnhill. Scandalis now. So the props working in tandem. 2 tackles down. Back to the open side, Georgialis, McGuinness back on the inside for Brooker. Deneville scouting wide is Scandalis, under a high one from Barnhill. Deneville wants it back on the open. Gets it. Picks up Davis. Final tackle, short side play. McGuinness, the little chip. It was played at by the Roosters. It's 6 to go. No need to panic for the Magpies. They get what they want, a repeat set.
Well, that's a bonus for the Magpies. The critical thing now is they utilise the 6 tackles.
The Roosters' defence under pressure. The second time in this game. McGuinness. There's a few origins under his belt. Plays it back. Howard. Well wrapped up. Deneville chips for himself. This is a chance for the Magpies. Leo gets there. Leo loves the result. It's a try. We'll go to the video referee.
Well, the referee correctly goes to the video referee. The facility's there, but Denver, wonderful kick, and judging by what I saw, that was a fair enough try. Perfectly weighted kick into the in-goal area. The replay will clear it all up for us. Here it is here. The ball's rolling end on end into the in-goal. Does he get it down? And yes, he does.
The much maligned Leo Deneville gets a hug also from the touch judge, and he touches down. He showed good speed.
Well, that's what he's there for, Denver. He's very good, skillful kicking game. Perfectly weighted try, and he's got a smile on his face. Western Suburbs able to capitalise on 2 good sets of 6 as we see the green light for a try. Magpies 4, Roosters 4.
Tied up ball game after 10 minutes of play, and the repeat set of 6, it was the crucial one.
Yeah, here it is here. McGuinness.
He played at it. Lamb, no doubt about it.
He played at it, so the referee correctly indicates 6 more tackles, but then it was the nice weighted kick by Denver. Harvey Howard with a nice hit up. And having a bloke like Denver who's got quite a good kicking game is such a handy acquisition. Early in the tackle count as well, and the kick was perfectly weighted, and surprisingly there was no Roosters cover back there.
A tough one for Leo Denevor now as he attempts to convert his own try. He's 25 back, just half a metre in from touch. No real breeze to speak of. It's heading towards the post. The flags are up. Denevor puts the Magpies in front. They lead by 6-4.
And this all came about for Quinton Ponga not getting to his feet and playing the ball properly on a repeat set. Great skill here by Denevor. This is why they bought this kid. This is why he was so good up at Newcastle. Uncertainty. It was fantastic. And here we go from the sideline. Leo Denevor put icing on the cake there. Fantastic start for Western Suburbs.
It is, and they desperately needed it. It looked quite ominous in the early minutes of this game.
Well, it was great that they were able to respond to the Roosters' early try, and no doubt that'll give them a fair bit of confidence as we see Skandalis struggle to get through the tackle.
Jared Mills is away. Off the left wing to do some work. Adam Donovan is now out there in jumper number 19. Chiriako Mesha, 10 metres short of the halfway line. Braybeck. Final tackle, short side, Denevor without a lot of room to move. Andrew Walker had a lot of time. It wasn't a good kick.
Yeah, it wasn't a good kick. We saw Denevor's try previously. It was off a very, very good kick. That was a poor kick by Denevor. Roosters with pretty good field position. And guess what? They're going to get even better field position now as we see the Roosters receiving a penalty on the 40. So now the Roosters will get a nice attacking set of 6.
What can they put on? Pongia. Good charge. He does all the talking in this forward pack for the Roosters. Good leader. Captain his country, Logan. Benetti wants quicker play the balls. Fletcher. Fletcher, they can't stop him. Barry Davis just hanging on. Fittler. They swarm. Lamb. Back to the right. Change of direction for Ricketson. Matt Singh. Within 5 metres. Final tackle. Keep an eye on Lamb and Fittler. They're up quickly. Are they up too quick? Fittler. They were up too quick. Fittler. They won't stop him. He slams her down. Try number 2.
Well, they seemed to have the set of 6 covered, didn't they? Fittler got the ball, everybody stood still, and that's what the danger was. They stood still, Fittler very quick up the mark. There it is there. Fittler gets the ball back on the inside. It seems like everything's covered there, but there we go. Matt Fuller on the inside just stood still, and Fittler has plenty of pace and is able to get through the hole. Fittler gets the ball. Nothing was doing at this stage, but then we see the defence just sit still, and Fittler's got explosive pace and bangs it over for a reply. That was worrying. Quite an easy try by Fittler there. It's very strong up top, Fittler. And there's Tommy. He doesn't look too happy, and justifiably so, because quite a soft option there by Matt Fuller. Just had to, just had to muscle up there.
They've done the hard work with Brad Fittler. So the drama is, will he be named captain? The New South Wales side. Will he be the 5'8" or will he be the lock forward? All will be revealed.
It's a tough one because you've got Laurie Daly and
the kick, a wobbly old kick, it goes over. The flags are up. It's the City Roosters in front by 10 points to 6.
Again on the back of a penalty. 6 tackle here. Lamb just gets across. Nice little drop-off ball to Fittler. Didn't come up on the inside. It's a try-scoring feast down here. Terry, it's 10 points to 6.
Yeah, Fittler was virtually in Paddington by the time he put the ball down.
well, it was funny when Fittler got the football, there were Western Suburbs players in position, but they stood still.
Fletcher. Is that one test match under his belt? is certain to be involved in his first ever State of Origin series. Success rate 60% for coach Phil Gould. Winning the championship with Canterbury back in 1988 in his first year as a senior coach. Not a bad effort. And went on to win the title again in 1991 with Penrith. Looking to do it in 1999 with the Roosters. Brooker looks up, good chase by the Roosters. This is Jared Mills.
There's some of the completion rates. Roosters have completed 6 out of 10. And Western Suburbs comparatively close as well with 5 out of 8 sets. As we see a nice run by Terry Mesher. That's what they need to do. Run from dummy half.
He needed support, Mario. Georgalis across the park. McGuinness. So Ken plays it back. Denevor kicks, wants to slow the play down. Judging by that, Phil Blake.
Yeah, no, just want to regather their thoughts there, TK. It's not a bad option against this side with blokes like Walker, Elgood and Miles, who are pretty deadly from deep in their own territory, to get them in set play routines where you can get your defensive line set and come up with the tackles.
The face of Logan, and there's Ricketson.
Yeah.
TK, just quickly, there's been a bit of confusion down here. Western Suburbs have complained about the surface of the ground, which obviously, looking at it, is probably not up to scratch. And they're onto the ground manager at the moment, and you may hear more about that.
Oh, too late to start complaining now. The game's underway. 17 minutes in, 10 points to 6.
I don't want to labour the point, but the ground from up at this level looks like a patchwork quilt.
It does. They've had the parasite problem. And it looks like a war zone at the moment, the Sydney Football Stadium surface. Back it goes for Fittler. Drops it onto the right boot. Brooker is back there. He's a good young player with quite a bright future. Just 21. Came up through the junior ranks with the Roosters. Kevin McGuinness. Mesher, bit of acting half, but runs into Fittler. McGuinness picks up Spence, back for McGuinness. Scandalis, nowhere to go.
There's a lot of passing, but they're not going too far forward, this Western Suburbs side. They need to advance the football.
McGuinness going to use his step, but swarmed upon by Robert Miles. Final tackle. Fletcher is chasing out of the line for the Roosters. Denevor can't find touch. It stays in the field of play. Walker comes back. And the kicking game, not good enough, Phil Blake.
No, not at this stage. It's pretty hard, Terry, when you end up on the sideline on the 5th. They had markers chasing out from there. They can isolate you. They get the third or fourth defender out. They charge from the left. All of a sudden, they're looking at charge downs, and it puts a lot of pressure on the kicker. They're better off getting more central, getting in the middle of the field there and driving it deep into the corners.
Dallas Hood off the bench and jumping number 17. They're creeping up inside the 10. The crowd let him know.
Hey, Matt Spencer's standing 2 metres in front of me.
Yeah, Matty, come here. I'm explaining to him. Matty, he got you before for it. He wants you to stand behind.
Yeah, all you got to do is get back with me. That's all he's got to do, right?
So it's not Marcus, it's back.
He's either up or back. You can't stand in the middle. All right?
Well, they can talk all they like, Terry, but what we're faced with now is Walker kicking to the sideline. The Roosters will get the football probably less than 30 metres out from the Western Suburbs line. Bet your bottom dollar we'll see a nice set play here.
Pretty
as we
sure
see Dallas Hood.
That's a tactic from Steve Georgalis to try and slow this Roosters side down. Taking time to talk to the referee. Fletcher, intercept. Jared Mills did very well.
Jeez, that's poor play by Fletcher. Coach Phil Gould won't be happy with that. Just really seemed to push the pass. There was no need for it. Here it is here. Just so early in the tackle count. And I guarantee that's not part of the game plan.
Scandalis. And Lamb makes another tackle with the help of Logan. Former Brisbane players. This is McGuinness. Kevin just short of the halfway line. Final tackle. Need a better kick. In the sun, Jack Elgood. It bounces toward touch. Elgood. Oh, he thought about letting it go. And now they'll stretch it to Walker. Walker picks up another 10. You better make it 15.
Doesn't he run beautifully when he's got the football, Walker? He's an athlete of sorts. Speaking of athletes, there's Luke Ricketson, who does a lot of work for the Roosters.
Local junior for the Roosters, along with this man, Brian Fletcher. You said they don't have any juniors. Phil Blake, there's 2.
Yeah, no, they probably haven't got the abundance of a lot of the areas on the fringe of Sydney or out west, but certainly they've had a lot of class players come through the junior ranks at Sydney City.
Ricketson. Scandalis went low. Lamb. Final tackle, they kick. This one towards touch. Brooker decides to play at it. Can't get away from Elgood. And Singh. Does he ever miss a tackle? Matt Singh. Mills runs into Logan. Denevor. Suspense. Do some damage, Spence. He's a lot quicker than he looks. A former centre turn back rower. Matthew Fuller plays it back. Ball for Brooker. Likes to get involved. Final tackle again for the Magpies. Denevor. Well, finds touch, and it's quite obvious, Phil Blake, the tactics are slow this game down as much as possible.
Yeah, it's quite obvious, Terry, especially over the first 18 minutes. That's what they've gone in there. Tommy Rodonick has obviously thought that this is one way of restricting this talented backline from hurting you deep in their own field, and they've done it quite well over the last 15 minutes. But I would try to suggest probably go a little deeper rather than try to pick up 10 or 15 metres.
It was Nat Wood limbering up. No doubt you'll see Matt occupy the dummy half position. He's very, very fast out of the dummy half position. And he'll pose some problems to Western Suburbs. But so far, so good for Western Suburbs. They're hanging in there.
Miles. Try-scoring machine for the Roosters. 9 tries from 9 games. It's a great record. Benetti will have a break. And speaking of breaks, there goes Walker. He's knocked it on. Knocked back by Lamb. Oh. The original knock on will go against Walker. I think there might have been a Magpie's hand in there as well.
Well, that's what they're complaining about. It'll be interesting to see the replay.
Seven's lost the forward. It's coming blindside.
Yes, Singh. Now keep an eye here on a Magpies hand. Back it goes, Walker.
Well, they're saying that Harvey Howard punched the ball out. So that might be an argument there, but I think the referee's correct. Western Suburbs with the football. Here comes a nice passenger play for Western Suburbs.
Set play by Jared Mills.
Not happy, the Roosters.
Scandalis. Harvey Howard. One out. Quick play the ball from Howard. Denevor. Picks up George Jarlis. Mix up. Oh, great tackle, Elgood.
Oh.
Just thumped him.
Eat that.
Absolutely thumped him. Brooker.
Very important option now on the 5th tackle.
Denevor. Kicks for the corner. It's not a great kick at all. In fact, it's a penalty to the Roosters because the chasers were offside.
The offside. That's a shame that Western Suburbs, it was quite a promising set of 6. Denevor hoisted the ball, but it wasn't that good a kick. So now we see the Roosters with a bit of pressure relief as we see Logan advancing the football. Yeah, there's a tackle there. Front rowers are supposed to do that, Terry. What's a winger doing tackles like that?
Good to see from Jack Elgood. It's a part of his game he's worked on very hard. Fletcher. How's the intensity on the sideline, Phil Blake?
Yeah, no, it's good, Terry. Both sides are hanging in there. I would say that West are struggling defensively. They're not holding the play the ball, or they're not dominating the play the ball. Eastern Suburbs are getting a very easy roll on.
Fittler Walker, Singh. They won't stop Matt Singh. He goes across for the Roosters. Try number 3 for the home side.
Yeah.
They lead by 14-6.
Yeah, Western Suburbs have been gallant trying to repel this Roosters side, but they've just got so many great athletes. Fittler, Singh. We've got, here it is here, Fittler, bang, that big step he's famous for. And once he finds space, he's got some speed. Passes off to Walker, who's an athlete, we said that before. And then Matt Singh, very, very powerfully built, very quick. And that's the thing about the Roosters, they are dangerous. They can move the ball and score tries very, very quickly. The head-on shot's going to make it look even better. There's Fittler with that famous step. The offload's a beauty to Walker. And then Walker on the inside to Singh. And once he gets the football, there's no stopping him there, Matt Singh. And this Roosters side's chock full of talent in that back line. And they can lay on points pretty quickly.
He's already played 11 Origin games. He's played 4 Test matches. He'll make it Origin number 12 on Wednesday week. Sides announced tomorrow. 50% record today for Walker. And he improves that. 16 points to 6 now.
Again, TK, that's the second time this half that Eastern Suburbs have scored on the back of a penalty that Western Suburbs have given them out of their own territory. Fittler, as Mario said, great right foot step. Inside Brabeck's tackle there. Onto Walker, out to Singh. This bloke's all class. Good try to Sydney City. 16 points to 6.
They're having awful trouble trying to contain Brad Fittler, and this man is on fire.
Terry, the thing about Matt Singh, he's only small in stature, but don't underestimate him. He's very powerfully built. He's like a little Super Ball. Very, very fast and a good quality player. Got a lot of time for him.
He was at one stage some 3 years ago when he was a real lightweight. He was desperately trying to put on weight, had trouble putting on weight, used to set the alarm at 2 a.m. He used to get up at 2 a.m. every night, cook himself a big T-bone and some potatoes.
Why's your nose growing?
I'm telling you the truth. He did exactly that. And trying to put on some bulk, and it's paid off.
He's not that small either, Mario. You've been up close to him lately.
Yeah, no, he's good, solid build. Some danger signs now from this Western Suburbs side. Roosters seem to be going into some holes. Let's listen to what George Arliss has got to say. But there it is there. Fletcher nearly pulled through a tackle. And referee's got no option. He's trying to play the ball, Fletcher. And the second tackle came in. So now the Roosters really trying to roll this play along now. Here comes Pongia. Good run by Pongia.
Over the advantage line he goes. Fuller. Now Rigon, the fresh legs off the bench. Nat Wood. Oh, accidentally tripped there was Nat Wood, and he's grabbing his right knee. Pongia, short side play, Barnett, away from one, away from two. Pongia, nice ball for Logan. Logan throws it like a halfback to Fittler. Then the halfback misses it. Lamb, Singh, Elgood going for try number 2. They can't stop him. He gets there in the corner. The try is given. Simpkins says it's okay.
Yeah, you can see the Roosters there. It is there, 20 points to 6. They were in a frenzy with that play the ball. The play of the ball is getting quicker and quicker. And that's where the danger bells rang for Western Suburbs. The width of the play is a beauty here. What's this pass from Fittler? It's a beauty. And the bounce was fortunate. Singh, I thought, was going to score himself. Offload to Elgood, who's unmarked. And a player of Elgood's character and ability is always going to get over the line. Although I'd like to see a replay on that corner post.
I think momentum took him over the line. The ball actually was grounded just before the line, then he bounced.
But let's see his feet. His feet.
Okay. And there's the bounce. And did he promote the ball?
Yeah, difficult to say, but the referee was right on the spot. As we can see there, he points to the mark. And that's another try to the Roosters. Yeah, there's Nathan Wood there. Step. Well, that...
I don't know if it was too accidental. Chris Yates.
We might hear a bit more about that, I think. Chris Yates might be in a little bit of bother.
Just sticking out the foot. It's a reflex reaction, but it's one you don't want to see. Walker, a tough one. It's no good, just short from Walker, that scoreline. Starting to look ugly, Phil Blake, 20-6.
Yeah, it certainly is, Terry. They really have to cut out these penalties. This is the third time this half that they've scored straight after a penalty. They lifting the tempo with the ball. They're getting quick play of the balls. Great long pass in there from Sydney City. Out to Singh. He's the one that makes the incision there. Stands up Kenny McGuinness. Out to Elgood on the wing. Good show of strength there. No problem with the try. 20 points to 6, Sydney City.
He had a bit of work to do, Jake Elgood. He's been suffering from a touch of influenza and he suffers badly from asthma throughout the week. He was in doubt for this game, but he's made it out there and he's been one of their best.
And it's a shame for Western Suburbs because over the last 10 minutes they've slackened off a touch and really they've been very competitive in this game. But now we've got about 9 minutes to go before half-time. This is a critical period for Western Suburbs. Roosters play the balls too quick.
They are hungry. Julian Bailey.
He cut straight through Bailey. I thought, hello, another try here. There's Bailey there. He's not all that happy. Cut straight through. That defence is paper thin by the Magpies now. Falls over and offloads a pretty tricky pass to Matt Singh, who isn't able to hold the ball.
That ball did actually go forward from Bailey. Scrum packs down, Deneville. Walker up from fullback, can't make the tackle. Barry Davis gets away. Fuller. Oh, back he goes. He went back quicker than he came.
Quinton Ponga it was, and that's what his job is. He's there to muscle up. Here's the tackle here on Fuller. Bingo! It was Logan as well. The two big men.
Well, when they work in tandem, they certainly do plenty of damage. Skandalis. Good run from John Skandalis.
He's tried hard, Skandalis. Wholehearted effort in this first half. Here's Deneville.
High
nice
ball.
high ball.
McGuinness does the chasing. It's not high enough. Elgood having too much time under the ball. Magpies told to get back on side as Bailey comes forward. Miles taken a little bit high. I thought it was okay, not too much in it.
Well, yeah, referee had to pull that one up. A high tackle by Harvey Howard, but I don't think there was too much in it.
There was one up there we're allowed to play on. This one again was high. We've got to get him down below the shoulders, right?
I think he's pretty much spot on. Here's the replay here. Yeah, more of a grabbing action, but I think the referee's fair enough. A penalty to the Roosters is sufficient for mine. But now it's critical for this Western Suburbs side to slow the play the ball down. Roosters are starting to roll.
Gonna hold him out for another 7 minutes and then another 40 after that. Long way off full time. And still plenty of talent on the bench. Barnhill, Benetti, Ricketson.
Oh.
Good offload. Logan, Walker. Desperate tackle by Georgialis.
Good tackle, Georgialis.
Wood, Nat Wood. 15 out from the try line. Lamb. Fletcher into a big gap. The big left foot step. And another try comes up for the big man.
Beautiful set play by the Roosters. They've just got so much option on either side of the ruck. And it was a nice pass by Lamb. There was people running everywhere in terms of decoys. And that's a worry, 24 points to 6. Here it is here. This is a beautiful offload by Fletcher. Round the corner. Logan, another great offload. And Walker hits the hole. And it's grasped by a beautiful tackle by Steve Georgialis there. And then it's a numbers game. Inside, outside, decoy Fittler. And then he runs through a yawning gap, Fletcher. He's a quality player. He played for Australia early in the year, and I reckon he's going to be playing for the Blues.
Straight in there. Wood. Simply, they're just not making the one-on-one tackles.
And the play of the ball's very, very quick. The Roosters, to their credit, are playing the ball quickly, and the Western Suburbs defence has just not been able to get back quick enough. The options are there. Decoy run. Fletcher runs into a yawning gap. And they're playing great football, the Roosters, week in, week out.
Walker guides this one over. 26 points to 6. The Roosters doing a job on the Magpies. Pongia has a break. 35 minutes gone.
Yeah, he started it with the nice pass to tackle before. Here we go. Lamb shows the ball on the inside. Nice decoy there. Nice hole running. Pretty inefficient defence there by Kevin McGuinness. As Mario said, he's played for the test. Now getting used to this bloke running around in a blue jersey. Fantastic effort there by Fletcher. Great try.
It was 26 to 6. And Fletcher, he'll be looking forward to the sides announced tomorrow. As with that man, Matt Singh has never played better. It'll be interesting to see, Mario, now the tactics from Coach Phil Gould, whether he gives the likes of Lamb and Fittler a little bit of a break, as this game is under control at 26 to 6.
And it was only about 15 minutes ago we were saying the Western Suburbs have been very competitive in this game, but the Roosters have got so many quality players, and it only takes a few minutes of relaxation for the Magpies to see tries come in, and at 26 points to 6. As we see a mistake, an unusual mistake by this Roosters side. But Western Suburbs, they're in a lot of bother at this stage. 26 points to 6.
Yeah, Luke Goodwin. And there's Harvey Howard again going a little bit high. And I guess Nat Wood could be excused for maybe losing that ball.
There's the errors, surprisingly. Sydney City 5, Western Suburbs 1.
Well, they've had all the ball. Brooker bustles his way up over the halfway line. It's a penalty to the Magpies. Can they get one back before the halftime break?
Oh, to do their confidence a world of good if they could put some points on the ball here. It's Regon going on with the tackle. The tackle had been completed. Referee had no option.
Denevor, they look to stretch it for Howard. Goodwin goes back on the inside. Lack of cohesion in this Magpies outfit. Fuller. Matt Fuller, one out. Booker dummy, Scandalis. Good bustling run, 5 metres from the line. Quick play the ball. Mesha for the try line. Push back. Only just. Held up.
Yeah, Mesha goes from dummy half. Very strong in the legs, Mesha. 4 Roosters players are there to make sure he can't put that ball down. Roosters now have to defend a set of 6. We've only got a couple of minutes to go before half-time. Magpies with the football.
Georgialis back on the inside for Goodwin. To the open side is Mesha. Finds Denevor. Denevor to McGuinness. Kevin McGuinness. Quick play the ball, Mesha. Picks up Harvey Howard. Flicks it out the back. Flicks it again. There's no knock on. It's gone backwards. Brooker. Now they're trying to get the quick play the balls. McGuinness. Dangerous this close to the line. Very wide open side. The ball went to nobody. Up quickly. Georgialis has to kick. Elgood goes back. The kick wasn't good.
Yeah, Roosters having no problem at all coping with the Western Suburbs pressure. Very limited in their attacking options, this Magpie side, but they're trying very, very hard.
Blakey, they had to do better than that.
Yeah, they lacked cohesion, didn't they? The halves never took control. When they were down there, they were just going from side to side. You could see the urgency. Eastern Suburbs were picking them off. They had to go forward on an occasion. Harvey Howard did go forward, but it was pretty lethargic effort, I thought, from his behalf. He's got to show a bit more initiative. Go forward with some thrust.
Fittler. Kicks wide. Brooker. Crunched. And Elgood and Singh, they're combining very well on that right-hand side. It's a good, solid combination. Mesha has caught them inside. Clever play by the hooker. He wants the quick tap, but he's been called back, and that...
He tried to get the quick run on Mesha. Here's Dallas Wood there, another fine young front rower in the making.
Well, their only chance here is to get the ball back as quickly as they can and put it as high as they can and chase through. 17 seconds left on the clock. Goodwin stepping off the right boot. Roosters get back their 10. 2 seconds left. Denevor runs, throws it. Goodwin chips, rebounds. They'll get one back. They will. What a try, Kevin McGuinness. There was a lot of luck, but they need some.
Luck's a fortune in rugby league. I was just about to take the headphones off and take the half-time break. That's one thing you can never count on.
Never relax, Mario, and that's what the Roosters have done.
Denevor took the line on himself, and then Goodwin. I thought he bombed it at this stage, but McGuinness was right on the spot. And if ever you want someone to run the football for you, it's McGuinness. He's chock full of pace. He's an athlete as well. Bit of luck, you need a bit of luck in rugby league. Denevor, nice offload there. Goodwin, I thought he bombed it at this stage, but it bounced into McGuinness's hands, and he can run. Just before half-time, what a confidence booster for the Magpies.
It is only their second try, but it's been scored right in front. So the scoreline should be 26 points to 12, and it gives them something to take into the half-time break.
Well, it's a shot in the arm for them. Coach Tommy Renonicus can at least work with something and give them some sort of hope to build for a competitive second half.
He guides it over. The flags are up. A half-time scoreline here at the stadium. 26 points to 12, courtesy of that late try in the dying minute by Kevin McGuinness. The Roosters have dominated 5 tries to 2, 3 goals to 2. The scoreline 26-12. We'll take a break. Welcome back to the Sydney Football Stadium. Beautiful sunshine. In the shade at the moment, a little bit chilly as we get further into the afternoon. The halftime break, it's 26 points to 12. Jack Elgood has scored a double. Singh, Fittler, Fletcher, and the Magpies. Kevin McGuinness and Denevor getting across the line in the opening 40 minutes. Denevor just with the 2 conversions. 2 from 2, in fact, for Leo Denevor. Some crucial statistics from the opening 40 minutes and missed tackles really by the Magpies. Far too many. As the fans have turned up here, a crowd I'd say of around 8,000 have turned out to witness the Sydney City Roosters up against the Magpies. Their average crowd of just over 14,000 here. I mentioned those missed tackles, Mario. There they are. 21. The Magpies. And
the possession is the critical thing. Roosters able to get 62% of possession, and that's a lot of football for a side with as many quality players as the Roosters have. That try just before half-time for the Magpies, hopefully it'll buoy them and give them some sort of confidence.
Can the Magpies stage a fight back? 26 points to 12. They trail at the moment. They would have been fired up, no doubt about that, the half-time break. The final try, the opening 40, a little bit of luck.
A little bit of luck, but that's what you need. And it flies into the fastest player for the Western Suburbs side, McGuinness, and he's able to get over underneath the post. And that would have put a few smiles on the Western Suburbs players' faces.
The Roosters, led out by their skipper, Brad Fittler. He'll start the second half. Benetti is back out there. Logan, Fletcher. They've all enjoyed a good opening 40 minutes. Brad Fittler.
They've just got a confident look about them, the Roosters, haven't they? They're well coached. They all know their moves. They know where they're supposed to be. And they are really, there's Fittler there. 6 tackles, 3 hit-ups, 2 offloads, and it's all quality stuff from the man they call Freddie.
In fact, when he has decided to run the ball, the Magpies simply cannot control him. He's already picked up 1 try. As Fittler about to get underway for the second 40 minutes. Time on. The kickoff comes from Luke Goodwin. It's a touch short. And Dallas Hood plays it back. 20 out from his own line. Logan, originally from the East Club in Brisbane, has come up through the ranks at the Roosters. Barnhill. Meteoric rise for Scotty Logan. He could well find himself in the origin side for Queensland announced tomorrow.
Yeah, untidy half, high tackle by Skandalis. Good step by Hood, and it bounces off the ball, so I think he deserves the benefit of the doubt.
Let's go sideline now and Phil Blake.
Terry, I have injured fullback Brett Hodgson with me. Brett, a good start to the half, a good finish, but in between not so good.
We did start pretty well, a couple of chances in the first opening 5 minutes, but yeah, we did fall away a bit there and lost a bit of concentration, and just they took full advantage of it.
Yeah, they scored 4 tries on the back of penalties where you piggyback them out of their own half. Did Tommy make reference to that at all?
Yeah, definitely. We've been doing that a fair bit this year. We've just been giving them piggybacks and everything. So if we cut that out, they won't score as many tries as they have been doing.
And yourself, there's been reports that you've had a few health problems over the last couple of weeks. How is that going, and when can we expect you back?
Well, hopefully I'll be back next week. Just took 1 week off for precautionary reasons. I got concussed pretty badly last week and had to go to hospital, so they're giving me a week off just to rest up and get better.
Okay, thanks very much for your time, Brett, and good luck for the remainder of the half.
Thank you very much.
Inside ball now. Hood. So the Roosters looking ominous. Early in this second half. Loose ball. Elgood can't get away from his man. Pushed back, in fact, by Jared Mills. Ricketson across the park. Skandalis is down below. Fuller over the top. Final tackle. Lamb runs it to the line for Hood. Hood goes all the way through. They can't stop him. And big Dallas Hood scores his first try in first grade rugby league.
It's an inside pass of Adrian Lamb, and I tell you what, look at the smile on the young kid. A great moment for him. Inside pass off Lamb. He gallops through a hole. He can't believe he's luck, Dallas Hood. The big step off the right foot. You can't just stop a big man that close to the line. This will look good from head on. A nice inside pass. He's a big man, Hood. Shots the step in. There's plenty of strength, and he's over. I'll tell you what, he's happy. It's not too often front rowers get a chance to race in underneath the post. He's a good young player, Dallas Hood. There it is there. First try for the 99 season and career as well.
He's a Gold Coast boy, a Southport junior. Walker, the flags are up, and that scoreline. 32 points to 12, Phil Blake.
Yeah, very ominous signs there, Terry, and just talking about giving penalties away again on the back of another penalty. A high shot there by Skandalis. Eastern Suburbs on the 6th play. Nice little inside ball. Matty Fuller not really committing himself to the tackle. Good show of strength there by Hood. Great start for Sydney City in the second half.
Exactly the start that coach Tom Raudonikis wasn't hoping for. The Roosters. Forget that record victory for the Roosters against the Magpies. It happened in this corresponding game last season.
Well, they just can't take a trick, Western Suburbs. There's one in the bin.
Back chat, Mario.
I think it's Matt
Fuller.
Fuller. Well, Fuller's obviously given the referee a bit of a gobful.
And kick the ball away in the same motion. And exactly the last thing the Magpies needed.
Here it is here. Dallas Hood. The ball gets knocked out by Skandalis, and the referee's just got no option. And frustration set in now. Fuller would have said some derogatory remarks to the referee, and they're only human. So Western Suburbs have compounded the error. Now the Roosters have got the football in pretty good field position.
Well,
and they got 12 men.
Big hit.
Cherry Mesher.
Well, at least he zoomed up out of the line and made his mark. and it was on the big prop forward, Dallas Hood. Fletcher, Fittler, running wider, back on the inside, Lamb to the try line, chips for himself, also chasing Ricketson. Ricketson can't get there.
It was Spence. Spence knocked the ball away. Ricketson looked set to score.
Go to the video referee, John Yard. Referee Paul Simpkins just wants to check this one. I thought it was Spence who got there.
Spence knocks it over. There it is there. Well done by Spence. Ricketson looked all set to score. And isn't it handy to have the benefit of a replay? This is the shot that'll show it clearly. There's Spence there with the left hand. And that is definitely a no try.
Good speed shown by Spence. We saw him score that intercept try. Phil Blake against Canterbury. You'll see the red light here for sure.
Yeah, it could have been quite easy, you know, for the Magpies just to give up hope and not chase that. That effort there from the back row, Matthew Spence, is certainly something that could inspire the side to lift. Now that they've got 12 men, they've got a test of character in this next set of 6, Terry.
Lamb just sliced them open. Chipping for himself, but Spence positioned himself well. Ricketson, a former centre himself, is very quick across the park. And it was only a matter of centimetres in it. Goal line dropout. It's not a good one. Comes down for Elgood. Elgood goes forward, 30 out. So they'll just reload the gun now, the Roosters. Hood is enjoying all this room. Harvey Howard. Howard chases out on Barnhill. And silly play from Barnhill. In fact, Harvey Howard, I should say.
Well, they're just not helping themselves, the rest of the Suburbs. They're obviously frustrated. Let's have a listen to the referee.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Mate, we play that one on.
Yes,
he
sir.
does the same thing here, all right?
Yes, sir.
He gives me no option other than to penalise him, right?
Okay. Fair
Right? What else can I do with him?
Well, you've got to feel for Steve Georgianis. He's just battered and bruised around the
Well,
head.
here's the replay here. Dallas Hood's trying to get to his feet. He's taking a bit of a dive, but the referee let that go. Then there's another push. And the referee he's human. He just can't continue.
Try time again for the Roosters. Singh for Barnhill. Out the back. It's play on for the Magpies. So they've saved one, but things are looking very, very shaky.
Well, Barnhill didn't need to push that pass. They were set to score, the Roosters. Barnhill pushed the pass. And luckily for the Magpies, they let them off the hook. There it is there, 6-1 the errors. Roosters leading the Western Suburbs side in errors.
Of course, that doesn't involve missed tackles, where the Magpies are up around the 30 mark, and Harvey Howard is having an enforced break from coach Tom Raudonikis. Denevor drops it on the right boot. Walker goes back, gathers it in. There's a couple of chases for the Magpies. 2 isn't enough on Walker. Walker back. Now Robert Miles. 9 tries in 9 games. He's looking to keep that record intact. Barnett, Fittler, Regon. Now the problem is the bench players haven't been seeing a lot of time for the Roosters, so they'll see a fair bit of time in the second 40 minutes.
The Magpies are really testing the referee in the play of the ball, and I can tell you the referee's patience is going to run out.
Ricketson out the back. Fittler for Lamb. Taken high by Goodwin. Around the shoulder, says Simpkins. Short side play. Fittler stepping away from one. Eventually taken to ground by Skandalis. Lamb. Crossfield kick for Elgood. Good play. Jared Mills flew high and then was then taken by Elgood.
And it was a perfectly weighted kick because Mills had to take it. Here's the replay here. He takes it in the field of play and gets pushed in to the dead ball area. So now we see the Magpies with another defensive set of 6. The Magpies going to have to drop kick the ball out to the Roosters. There's Elgood there. He's had a good game too, Elgood.
Phil Blake, if it was a fight, they'd stop it by now.
Yeah, but one thing about Western Suburbs, mate, they're not going to throw the towel in. They're going to hang in here for the remainder of this half, and certainly their defence in this next set of 6 is going to be, you have to see if it comes up to scratch. One would think that Sydney City would get over in this next set of 6, Terry.
Bonetti back for Barnhill. They pick up Lamb. He goes back to the inside. Fittler runs into a solid tackle, but he gets away again and again. Over the top. Oh, good work.
That was good
Ken
work,
McGuinness, who put up the left paw and dragged it down.
It seemed Brad Fittler's got spiders on him. They're just bouncing off one tackle, pushing off another. Fittler, he's all power. The offload, McGuinness is able to put his hand to it and tidy up a dangerous situation.
And one man down in the sin bin is Fuller for the Magpies. And it's a penalty to the Magpies, and they desperately need it.
Yeah, I thought maybe Elgood might have been pinged for a second tackle. Lamb's holding on. And to his credit, the Western Suburbs player tries his luck and gets a penalty.
They need a little bit of luck. 6 tries to 2 at the moment. Skandalis. Well, whatever the scoreline, John Skandalis continues to go forward for the Magpies. Denevor. Back it goes. Brooker. He's been hurt in that tackle. It was Ricketson and Singh. Slow play the ball. Dale Bonner. I've seen a lot of him in this game. Goodwin to the line. Back for George Jarlis. Chris Yates. It's Michael Braybeck. Goodwin, Denevor juggles. McGuinness.
Oh,
nice
good play.
ball, great ball. Jared Mills to the left-hand corner. We'll go to the video referee. I believe it's a try, though.
Oh, it'll be close.
Jared Mills. So the Magpies, with just 12 men against 13, come up with a 4-pointer.
Quite enterprising passage of play. Let's see the corner post. Mills goes to the line, puts the fend out. Last-ditch effort by Lamb. Oh, that's a try, boy. Don't worry about that. Quite well finished off this. Lamb lunges it in desperately. Oh, that's a try.
Good effort, Jared Mills. Only made his debut last year for the Magpies.
Lamb's just done everything right, but Mills does very well there. That's a great try.
You'll see the green light.
Good passage of play, this. Some good early lead-up work. And then the winger does finish that passage of play off very well.
He's got the ball down. The legs were up in the air. It was Lamb who took the corner post. Green light. The Magpies get try number 3. 32-16.
16 points. As we see the replay there, with some nice early passages of play, as we said before, Denver. The offload's a beauty. And then there's a bit of room to move, and McGuinness does so well with that right hand. A nice try in the corner. 16 points to this Magpie side. Coach Phil Gould, I know he's a man who prides himself on his defensive line. Wouldn't be all that happy. But they've got some good players, Western Suburbs, if they get the football in good positions. And that's a nice try.
Once again, it came on the back of a penalty. It's Leo Denevor. This is a tough one. 22 metres back. Right on touch. He struck it well. He struck it superbly. The flags are up. Maybe there's some life left in those Magpies yet. 32-18.
And there's Matt Fuller.
There we go. This is a great bonus for Western Suburbs with Fuller in the bin. Nice inside ball there. Denver comes back across the ruck here. That's the ball. Great ball there to Ken McGuinness. Great overhead basketball type ball over to Mills in the corner. This is a great try for Western Suburbs, and Denver, he's done this twice this afternoon. Fantastic kick. 32 points to 18 to the Maggies. Oh, to Sydney City. Excuse me.
Wishful thinking,
Yeah,
Philip.
exactly right.
Was Coach Tom Radonica's got in your ear there? Trying to change the result. There's the Roosters. Interesting thoughts. If you could get inside the mind of Coach Phil Gould, it hasn't been a pretty match. There's been patches of brilliance from both teams. More from the Roosters.
Good offload.
But as Mario touched on, prides the club on their defensive record and giving up 3 tries, and one in particular when they had one extra man. Would not be pleasing, Coach Gould. Deneville onto the right boot, looking for touch, but Jack Elgood well positioned. And straight through the first line. Chiriaco Mesha has got through a lot of tackles.
Oh, look out.
Matt Singh, the cover got him. Quick play the ball. Numbers to Burn. Walker may not need the numbers. Still, it's on the left-hand side. They come to the open. Lamb has Singh crunched in that tackle. Now Bonner. Barnhill. Forward and upended. Michael Braybeck made the tackle. Short side. Walker was it forward, he juggles it. McGuinness has it. Away he comes and he's tackled. Kevin McGuinness taken high.
Yeah, the referee's going to stop play. You'll probably find this will go on report.
Slapped him right in the face, mate. It's a careless one. We want him below the shoulders, right?
He won't even do that, so the penalty's sufficient. There's the replay there. Untidy passage of play. McGuinness runs into the clear, steps up the right foot, and just a grabbing action. I think that's fair enough.
Magpies, they're showing some fight. Goodwin, Deneville, back on the inside for Spence, the former Parramatta Eel. Flicks it out the back for Chiriaco Mesha. Mesha for George Jarlis. Barry Davis. So both wingers at the moment on the left-hand side. Harvey Howard back out there, the hit, the spin, and a good hustle up over the halfway line. Deneville. McGuinness, back for little brother. Ducks under one, skips out of one and comes to Barnhill and gets the offload away.
They're showing
Good
some
play.
fight.
Deneville will take the tackle. Mesha down the blind, Ricketson over the top, Lamb down below. Final tackle. Short side, the kick. It's come off a Rooster, has it?
Yeah, well, it's got to be the Roosters' ball. Denver, poor kick by Denver. He's not happy, but it was a poor kick. Kicked it right into the Roosters, although
Played at it.
It was played at by Ricketson.
Let's have another look at that. I think he's played at it. Well, there's a poor sign there. Adrian Lamb. Is it a shoulder injury or maybe a rib injury?
We'll be checking on that, but that's a bad sign for the Roosters and also Queensland.
Well, that's right. Oh, he might be just winded. He's got his arms above his head, trying to get the air back in. So hopefully it won't be a serious injury to Adrian Lamb. But to their credit, Western Suburbs, they're certainly giving it the best shot as we see some good defence now.
They seem more fired up after conceding that early try in this second half than they have been for the entire game. It was the second half where they were abysmal against the Melbourne Storm last week in Perth, giving up 50 unanswered points. Mills. He's done a pretty good job, Jared Mills on the left wing. Crunch.
Oh!
Barnett came out of the line for the Roosters. Brooker, knock on Mills.
That's bad luck for Mills. He's had a good game today. He's done everything right. Scored a lovely try in that corner. And he's not happy about that. But Western Suburbs, yeah, a bit of a shoulder charge by Barnett. I'm not a real fan of shoulder charges. I think you've got to wrap the ball up and stop the player from moving along. Western Suburbs, the last 5 minutes, they've been really trying to become competitive in this game. The errors, the Roosters continue to dominate the errors, 8-2.
Seconds go in. Seconds go in. It's your blokes. Put 'em
It's
in.
the second rowers to pack in for the Magpies because they're very keen to get out and start defending.
In on the 20. All the way in. All the way in.
It's also shifting closer towards the sideline. Nathan Wood will be playing halfback for the Roosters with Adrian Lamb injured. Phil Blake will be checking on that injury for us, and hopefully it's nothing too serious. Walker. Bailey. Taking a ground. Harvey Howard over the top. Logan. Looking for the offload back on the inside. Fletcher. Oh, intercept. McGuinness has it. He has plenty of speed. McGuinness comes back. Picks up Mills. Jared Mills. They need a quick play the ball now.
Well, McGuinness didn't even try to run to the line.
Ken McGuinness. Dishes it on for Goodwin. Fuller. Georgialis. Kevin McGuinness. Kevin McGuinness back on the inside. And they've knocked it on.
Well, McGuinness was set to score. He must have an injury. He's got a wrap around his thigh. He might have a hamstring problem. Here it is here. Fletcher the offload. The ball bounces into McGuinness's arms, and he's a speedster, this bloke. He's just jogging. Obviously, he's not 100%. That would have been a bonus for Western Suburbs. Another try there with some 20 minutes to go before full time.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Mario. That's quarter speed Phil Blake for McGuinness.
He's usually a flying machine. I couldn't believe my eyes when I seen him pulling up because I could see Walker coming across and rig on, but I thought, well, this kid's, he'll have him for pace, he'll just run to the corner. When he started to slowing up, I thought he was kind of halfway Gene up the defensive line, but then he turned his back and threw it back infield. Obviously, that bandage on his right thigh there is, it's all because he's got an injury to the hamstring, I would say.
Fletcher gobbling up the meters. Knock on.
So we see the Roosters starting to become frustrated. A couple of mistakes have crept into the Roosters' play this afternoon, especially over the last 10 minutes. There's the offload by Fletcher. It's a miracle offload and just didn't need to happen.
I'll tell you one thing, guys. Yes, since Hood scored that try, it's been Western Suburbs have got the momentum. Defensively, their line has been coming up quicker now than it ever has. And Eastern Suburbs, or Sydney City, have been, they've been a victim of forcing the ball on 4 or 5 occasions I can remember, attacking the line, and even down here coming out of their own set. They're forcing the ball. Coach Phil Gould will not be happy because last week, as well documented in the press, that he sat them down after the game and said to them, I don't want you to take the foot off the pedal. And it's a clear case here this afternoon, that, especially the last 15, 20 minutes, that they haven't executed as well as he would have liked. And Western Suburbs have got a bit of a spring in their step.
Well, if he had a sore hamstring before McGuinness, he's certainly going to have one now, along with a bad knee. After that tackle, loose ball, Fittler has it. Back on the inside for Wood. Well, we're going to touch Judge in.
This could go 2 ways. This
Number 10 Eastern Suburbs, the bloke we want.
10 East. Yeah, okay. No. Come in. Hey, Brad. No, mate. Go. You're not going to speak to him like that.
Well, Brad Fittler has been sent to the sin bin by referee Paul Simpkins. Putting a question there to the touch judge who raced in.
The intention was that warrants are being put on report and the penalty being given.
Okay. Hey, come here. You heard what he says. Okay, we're going back to the penalty. Take the mark. Thanks, Nashi. Yeah, we go to the penalty and also be on report. All right, you've heard what he said. It's on report.
Well, there you have it. Scott Logan can see an Origin jumper slipping away here.
Yeah, well, there it is there. And Fuller cops one right across the throat. And yeah, that is drama for young Logan, and it's a shame because he's played some pretty good football. And unusual to see Brad Fittler so disrespectful to the lines when the referee had no real option but to sin bin him. As we see Mesha now. Roosters reduced to 12.
I think Logan will be okay on that tackle. Georgalis. Now it's the Magpies with a one-man advantage. Scandalis. So Logan has been placed on report for a high tackle. Brooker hunting up the middle. Quick hands, Georgalis, was he offside? The ball went forward.
They just can't win Western Suburbs. A comedy of errors. Georgalis tried to pass the ball back inside to Matt Spence, and the ball rebounded straight out of Spence's hands in the offside position, so now we'll see the Roosters with a scrum feed.
In fact, a penalty they come away with.
Yeah, just going back to the Fittler sin binning, just unusual. Obviously things have happened on the field we're not aware of, as I'm seeing a great run by Logan. But normally Brad Fittler's quite settled in his approach.
There's been a little bit of spite down there for Blake, hasn't there?
Yeah, just in the last 15, 20 minutes, Western Suburbs, as I said, defensively they're as quick as they've ever been in this game of football, coming off the defensive line, and they have. They obviously, Tommy said to them during the half-time break that let's not capitulate, let's hang in there. They've had a bit of ball, a bit of field position, and they have got a spring in their step, and they are aiming up.
They certainly are aiming up. Gunned in the fire department. Barnett, kick on the ground. McGuinness gets back up. That's Kevin. And Minto Jr. plays it back.
They've been a little bit untidy, the Roosters, over the last 10 minutes, and that won't please Coach Phil Gould, because normally the Roosters are very, very big on the game plan. They don't divert. But they've been distracted.
Mills.
He's excited, this young Logan, isn't he, in the last 5 minutes, using the shoulder there and getting very aggressive defensively, which is good to see.
No, he's a good player. He certainly has taken the extra step.
Did you see those missed tackles? 32 to Western Suburbs, as opposed to the Roosters 11. So that's your answer there.
Georgalis, the dummy. McGuinness. So Ken McGuinness taken. And it's a turnover. In fact, we've got a touch judge now in for the second time, this time on the far side.
Well,
This is going to be a penalty to the Magpies. We'll have a listen.
Just have a listen. It's Magpie report. Stand up, please.
Western Suburbs support player in support of the ball carrier. This player came through and took him out.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Is this going both ways, mate?
Yeah, it's going both ways.
The whole game.
All right, we're looking at it, okay?
All right.
Yeah. It's a back play incident. The touch judge just picked it up. We want to know more of it, okay? Just keep the lid on it. Keep the lid on the game, all right? Work with us. Yeah, we'll do that.
Adrian Lamb now the acting skipper in the absence of Brad Fittler.
well, it's unusual to see the Roosters lose their composure. Western Suburbs, to their credit, they're doing their best to get themselves back into this game. 14 minutes to go before full time. Another couple of tries for Western Suburbs would be a bonus, and the Roosters wouldn't be happy with that.
Jarvis, Goodwin, taking a little bit high there. Fletcher the culprit. Goodwin bounces straight back up. Oh, high, and maybe dangerous this one. Michael Braybeck, to his credit, got straight up, but it was Logan again, was it?
Well, there's Phil Gould. He's got quite a serious look on his face.
Right here, we want him right down.
See, the last thing the Roosters need to do, here's the replay here. Yeah, it was Ricketson. It was Ricketson. There wasn't too much in it, but the last thing the Roosters need to do here is to lose a player. Or to get someone hurt. There's Tommy there.
32-18, and
well, they're throwing down the gauntlet, the Magpies.
Born again in the second half, the Magpies. Switch of direction, set play, Brooker, Ken McGuinness, Out the back for Brooker. Jared Mills comes away from the left flank. Harvey Howard across the park. They're within 10 metres, maybe another try. Coming the way of the Magpie. George Jarlis.
Oh!
Well, 3 years ago, he would have sped through there. Goodwin stepping, gets away from Logan. The Roosters are having plenty of questions asked at the moment. Denevor, rubber kick. They should get a try or a repeat set of 6.
Oh, McGuinness was zeroing in on the ball, but Walker was right on the spot and punted the ball away. That's some good play by the Magpies. Good kick by Denevor. And there's Walker there to kick the ball out of harm's way. They're playing pretty good football out of the Magpies.
Yeah, this has been a good fight back for Blake, hasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly has, Terry. It's 6-all in the second half. They've, as I said, over the last 20 to 25 minutes, they've had some good field position. They've put in a few questions to the defensive line of Eastern Suburbs. They're coming up with a few set plays. And on this occasion, they finished on a high note, so they get another set of 6.
Yeah, Dale Bonner. Plays it back. Michael Graybeck. He's another product of St Gregory's Campbelltown. Fuller. He's also a St Greg's product is Matt Fuller. Oh, George Jarlis, well, just overplaying his role, and he was slammed in that. Now they stretch it wide for the counter. Barnett. So Brent Fittler remains in the sin bin. Robert Miles comes away. That's Bonner, a 17 over the top. Regon. Starved of minutes on the park. Made his debut 3 years ago for the Roosters. He's an exciting young player. Very hard to get in the starting 13 for the Roosters. Lamb. This is Ricketson. Lamb has been finding some gaps up the middle. Behind the ruck. Now they run with numbers. Benetti back on the inside. Dallas Hood, good hands. The Magpies have knocked that on.
6 more.
6 more. That's the correct call from referee Simpkins. This may well hurt the Magpies. Benetti, another St Greg's Campbelltown boy. Dallas Hood. Good offload.
Good ball.
Benetti. Lamb. Needed a runner back on the inside, but Bailey stayed on the outside. Ricketson.
How much work does he do, Luke Ricketson? That's a second hit up in this set of 6.
Inside for Barnhill. Good tackle by Fuller. Final tackle. And they hold on for one more. They go high.
Good kick.
Elgood's coming through. Matt Singh's coming through, but Brooker grabbed it, then went back.
Line drop out.
No, he had it. He had it.
Well, Phil Blake, big call now. This will be the 3rd consecutive set of 6.
Yeah, it will be, Terry, but young Brooker, who had a very fine game, goes up high here. Although on coming down on contact with the ground, he loses the ball there, but has enough initiative to fall on it, forcing the line drop out. Defensively, this is going to be their biggest test this half. Let's see what the Sydney City Roosters can do. Look for a set play on about the 3rd or 4th play.
I thought that ball may have been stripped by Matt Singh out of Brooker's hands. Anyway, it's a goal line dropout.
He's had a good game, Dallas Hood, as well. Scored a great try under the post.
Benetti inside the 10. They were warned by referee Simpkins. Will they keep the pressure on? I think they will. Why not? Ricketson to the line, looking for a hole.
We saw Brad Fittler. He's just about to return.
To get out there. Matt Singh back for Lamb. They must score. It's 4-on-1. Quick hands. Oh, good hands in the end. Robert Miles reaching down right on his toes. There's Fittler back out there. He's 10 minutes in the bin. Are over. And the cheer from the crowd here.
I thought this pass was picked up. Quite a poor pass by Bennett. No, knock on by Miles.
Well, I read with great interest that that man, Robert Miles, had not made one mistake in 9 games entering this match.
And guess what?
He's made a couple.
He's just made a couple. But he's a good player, Miles.
He's a very good player. That was one
Records are made to be broken.
It was never going to stay intact, was it? The season's just too long. Oh, McGuinness, he's hobbling around on that leg.
The offload, Sydney City's 14, Western Suburbs 11. As they go wide. Oh, no!
Must get back there quickly, Barry Davis.
Oh, no!
He doesn't get back there. And Robert Miles, try number 10 for the season. He picks up 10 tries in 10 games.
You could not score an easier try than that. Robert Miles, he's had a good year, Robert Miles. But as I said before, he will not score an easier try than that. Denver, the long pass to nobody, and the ball bounces astray. Tries to tidy the ball up there, and it pops up into Miles' hands, and he just canters over the line and advances the ball around underneath the posts. And that is a great response by the Roosters, who over the last 15 minutes have struggled a little bit.
It hasn't been pretty. A long way from it. 36-18. 7 tries to 3. Walker. The flags are up. 38-18, a 20-point split. Favours the Roosters.
There we go. A shoddy pass there from Western Suburbs. I think it's Leo Denver. Throws it out behind Kevin McGuinness there. Couldn't get back in time. There we have Barry Davis. Comes up with the lost ball. Robert Miles just misses one a second before. Comes up with the try. Keeps his try-scoring record intact. 10 from 10.
Good record. Robert Miles, a Penrith junior. He had a short time at St George, but he's found a home at the Sydney City Roosters. And I guess Phil Blake, a lot of interest now. They were given 32.5-point start on Footy Tab, the Magpies, and it was the largest ever start given by any team in the history of Footy Tab.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't be worried too much about that. Look, Tommy Radonicus has got a very useful side here. Got a little bit of experience. Probably would like another 2 or 3 experienced players blended in there. But look, they've put on a pretty courageous fight up here, especially in the second half, where it's only, I think, 10 points to 6 in this second half. They've got a spring in their step. They've played a bit of football when they've had the football in field positions and what have you. And I think Tommy Radonicus all up would be pretty happy with the effort.
Oh, they've stuck to their guns today, no doubt about that. There was no capitulation.
Chip over the top.
Oh, well played by Brooker. He comes back at them.
This is a young kid that stood out this afternoon, and I've seen him play before this season, and this season, and he's continuing on his progressive way. He's done some good things leading up to this game, and again this afternoon looks quite good.
This has been the difference for the Roosters. Have a look at Dallas Hood attack those tackles with plenty of vigour. They've really got a good prop rotation happening throughout the opening 11 rounds. If they can keep all those props fit and healthy.
Well, we said it earlier, you're only as good as your interchange bench, really. You judge the strength of the side on your interchange bench, and they've got Dallas Hood, Nat Wood, Shane Regon, Bailey.
Forward pass.
It's got to be forward. And the referee's picked it up as well.
He has, and he calls it back. You think that bench is strong? The Melbourne Storm last night had 2 internationals on their bench, Stephen Kearney and Matt Ruhr. So they've got plenty of depth down south as well. Barnett. Richie Barnett hasn't seen a lot of the ball today. The errors, too many for Coach Phil Gould. Fletcher continues to pick up the yards. Hand in there. Spence doesn't like it.
He doesn't like it. Interesting to see the replay.
He thought it was one-on-one.
I think you'll find it was, boys.
There it is there, one-on-one as far as we can see it. Yeah, that's fair enough. He's got every right to be disappointed there. There's Fletcher with a bullocking run.
Lamb back on the inside. Hood. Oh, great ball from Hood. Walker. Oh, it's been called back.
Oh, slightly forward.
Dallas Hood is certainly throwing some great passes, getting some good offloads away.
It's a set play. A nice inside pass. He's a big man, Hood. Bit of a jink. Yeah, slightly forward, I'd say.
That was just a little get square for the one before, I think.
Probably was, but
no, that doesn't happen.
Hood's another young player putting his hand up for Coach Phil Gould. He's just 21 years of age, and those skills, Phil Blake, they're only going to get better throughout the year.
Yeah, certainly. Like Phil Gould has got the knack of nurturing young players, along their way, introducing them to first grade. Not immediately, but say over a period of 12 to 18 months. You just got to see what he's done with young Cross in the reserve grade. He uses him every now and then, and all of a sudden now you got Bailey and this Dallas Hood that he's doing the same with. And down the track, they're going to be a very formidable side for a number of years.
Harvey Howard charges at Matt Singh, but he's up to the challenge, makes the one-on-one tackle. Final tackle. They've got a big back line. They'll probably kick here, they do. The chaser comes through, Jared Mills, but Robert Miles read it well. Inside the final 2 minutes now, 20-point split. Oh, he was away. That would have been a try to Luke Goodwin.
Yeah, Freddie Fittler mistimed the pass there. Goodwin only had to scoot that up. It would have been a try underneath the post. There's Fittler. He passed the ball the inside, mistimed the pass, and Goodwin catches that, and he's an even money chance of going in underneath the post.
Odds-on, I reckon.
Would have got it under the 20-point split. Walker.
First, let him up.
Bailey. Fuller over the top. Kevin McGuinness also involved in that tackle. Barnhill. Is that another good, honest game, as always? David Barnhill. Fletcher. Well, he's just full of running.
Oh, tripped over there, Fletcher.
Kevin McGuinness just got him by the shoelaces. Wood hit by Spence, but he bounces away. Singh. Elgood back on the inside.
Oh, good play.
Flicked out the back. Singh again. Matt Singh accelerates, chips for himself, bounces off one, and they tidy up at the back. Steve Georgialis, who must sleep very well on a Sunday night.
They got punch all over the park, the Roosters. They move the ball wide. Elgood desperately throws it on the inside. Nice handoff there by Wood. And this bloke gets the ball, Singh. And the kick's on. So much strike power all over the park.
Short kickoff. A fine touch. But the full-time siren sounds in the background. It's all over here at the Sydney Football Stadium. The Sydney City Roosters continue their charge, defeating the Magpies by 38 points to 18. Jack Elgood picking up a double. Fittler, Singh, Fletcher, Dallas Hood getting over for his first try in the top grade. And Robert Miles, try number 10 from 10 games. 38-18. The Magpies going down. They've had just one success so far this year. The Roosters have now had 9 wins and just the 2 losses. They remain in second position on the competition ladder. On behalf of Phil Blake, Mario Fennick, I'm Terry Kennedy. Until next time, goodbye for now.